Yellorukum Vanakkam, Namaste, and a very good evening. Welcome to the third day of Natyarangam's Rithu Bharatham, celebrating the glory of the seasons. We started with spring, moved on to summer, and today we have the onset of the monsoon. Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu, and today we have Varsha Ritu. And we would like to introduce one of our resource persons for this Rithu Bharatham festival, Srimati Monali Bala. Srimati Monali Bala is a multilingual, multi-genre musician. She embarked on her musical journey at the age of 8, studying vocal music and dance. Monali hails from Bengal, but has settled in the south for several decades. Monali means a singing bird, and that is what she is. Multifaceted Monali Bala is a singer, lyricist, composer, and teacher. She is a polyglot who can sing in 7 languages, and she knows many more. Her musical prowess spans proficiency in classical Carnatic and Hindustani music, Rabindra Sangeet, and Sufi music. Music and Kalaripayattu are her 2 passions, and actually Kalaripayattu has left a little mark on her here. She is also deeply passionate about folk and Sufi music. Together with other artists, she runs Kalaikudam, a performing arts education center that provides an inclusive platform ensuring access to the learning of performing arts for all sections of society. In fact, Srimati Monali was part of the orchestral team for Tyaga Bharatam, a thematic festival held several years ago, organized by Natyarangam. For Rithu Bharatam, Srimati Monali has been one of our resource persons, having collaborated with the dancers on Ragamala paintings and seasonal ragas of the Hindustani tradition. We honored her during the inaugural function, and today Natyarangam is thankful for this collaboration, and we now request Srimati Monali Bala to give a concise talk on the subject. Srimati Monali Bala.
Thank you for that intro. Vanakkam, good evening. India has a rich legacy of different art forms. Of the visual arts, paintings of different styles have captivated us since time immemorial, and the cave paintings are a testimony of this fact. Different styles, types like Madhubani, Tanjore, the murals, Kalamkari, Rajput, Patachitra, Mysore, Gond, Fad, Worli, to name a few. These have developed and flourished in different geographies at different periods of time in history. I come now to the Ragmala paintings. The Ragmala paintings are a form of Indian miniature paintings depicting various ragas. The most interesting aspect of these Ragmala paintings is the amalgamation of art, poetry, and traditional music in it. In medieval India, in the 16th and 17th centuries, saw these Ragmala paintings flourish, both under the kings and the Mughal Empire. Based on their geographical and aesthetic evolution, they have been named as Rajput, Deccan, Mewar, Mughal, Pahari, Bundi, Kota, Odisha, Nepal, etc. Remember, we are talking about the entire Indian subcontinent here. The earliest mention of sound and emotion together was the Narada Siksha, which is the 5th century text. In the Ragmala paintings, each raga has a color, a verse, a deity, a mood. In fact, the Sangita Ratnakara, the 12th century treatise on raga classification, was perhaps the first was perhaps one of the first treatises which mentions about deities associated with the raga. So the paintings actually depict the ragas, the raginis, ragaputras and ragaputris, the entire family which is part of the raga. The temporal and emotional aspects of the raga also come out in these paintings. I will now like to show some of these paintings. So we have the 6 seasons, and as you know, all the 6 seasons are going to be depicted in 6 days by the different dancers. The main ragas which are associated with these 6 seasons, for spring or Vasant or Ilaivenil, it is Hindol. So this is a Ragmala painting of the Rag Hindol. For summer or Grishma or Muduvenil, we have the Rag Deepak. And you know, different artists have actually done Rag Deepak in their own ways. I have 4 different versions of Rag Deepak paintings, and I'm going to just spend 5 seconds on each of them. In fact, Rag Deepak is very famous because Mia Tansen, the great musician of Akbar's court, was supposed to have lit a lamp by the energy which emanated from his singing of this raga. For monsoon or Varsha or Kar, we have Malhar, and I have 3 paintings which show Malhar. You can see the clouds. So the clouds are a very distinct feature of Malhar ragas. Autumn or Sharad or Kudir is Rag Shri, and I have 2 versions of Rag Shri. Early winter or Hemant or Munpani is Malkons. Again, I have 2 versions. Winter, Shishir or Pinpani is Bhairav. Courtesy, all these pictures. A quick look at this list will tell you that most of the paintings of the Ragmalas are not with us anymore. Most of them developed during the Mughal period, and then during the colonial rule, much of it has gone out of our country. But even today, we do have the Salar Jung Museum in Hyderabad, which has a fair number of Ragmala paintings. The Indian Museum at Kolkata has a large number of Ragmala paintings. Delhi and Rajasthan museums have a good collection. And there are very, very small collections in many other multiple museums in the country. Now, I have, for paucity of time, I have just showed only the main ragas. Each of these ragas have raginis, ragaputras, ragaputris, and all of them have paintings. And all these paintings, different artists have drawn them in different ways, painted them in different ways. So if you were to do an internet search today, you would see 2,000 paintings, Ragmala paintings. And I would encourage you at some point of time to go and have a look at the different kinds of paintings which are there, which are called the Ragmala paintings. Who are the ones who painted these? Who are the artists? To be honest, we don't know many of the names, but some of the names of the artists which we have been able to ascertain are Adil Shah, Ibrahim Adil Shah of Bijapur, Shahibuddin, and Sheikh Hussain, 3 artists whose names we know for certain. They have done some of these paintings. There are lots of ambiguities as well as this has evolved, because some of the ragas are not in vogue anymore. Some of them have changed with time. A classic example is the rag Shri. Shri has a Hindustani version. There is a Carnatic version. There is an Odissi dance version as well. All the 3 are very different from each other. Also, the Shri which we sing today in the Hindustani style is a little different from the Shri which was sung maybe 250, 300 years back. So we are working with all these ambiguities even as we speak about these ragas. It was a pleasure and an honor to work with all the dancers for this year's Natyarangam, one for each season. Series of dialogues, discussions, conversations, controversies discussed, and a final intertwining of the ragas, the moods, the storylines envisaged by the dancers, the appropriateness of the compositions. Many situations, we have had discussions with the musicians who are going to be a part of this presentation as well. Last but not the least, I have two more Ragmala pictures to share. One is Rag Desavaradi, which is the second Ragini of Hindol Rag. It's a Bundelkhand miniature of the mid-18th century, courtesy Birla Academy of Art and Culture, Kolkata. The next one, Rag Godkari, which is the second Ragini of Deepak Rag. Again, a mid-18th century Bundelkhand miniature, courtesy Birla Academy of Art and Culture, Kolkata. Why I have shown these two paintings is because I actually have the miniatures with me here. This is from my personal collection. I have two, these are not the paintings. These are prints, which are at least, I don't know, maybe 50 to 100 years old. And because they're miniatures, you can't really see anything from there. I'm projecting them here and with an open invitation that I'm going to be sitting here till the end of the program today. Anybody who's interested, please do come and have a look at these two prints. You will understand the amount of detailing which has gone into these paintings over the years. So, thank you to Kirtana here, who has helped me with the presentation and the slideshow. Thank you, Narada Gana Sabha, Natyarangam, the dancers, and all of you. Nandri.
Thank you, Srimati Monali, for that lovely, illustrative, brief, concise introduction to the Ragamalas. And I now invite Srimati Haima Ramakrishna, Natyarangam committee member, to introduce the artist of today's evening, Shri Vaibhav Arekar, who will be presenting VARSHA Rithu.
Vaibhav Arekar belongs to a new generation of dedicated, dynamic dancers whose art and life are guided by the vision of promoting and projecting Indian classical dance as an evolving contemporary art form. He is the founder of the Sankhya dance company, one of the leading dance companies in Western India. Through the language of Bharatanatyam, it investigates and interrogates concepts and performance techniques in its quest to find the contemporary within the classical folds. The company's dynamic repertoire ranges from traditional works to contemporary dance productions. Vaibhav was trained under eminent teachers like Srimati Saroja Srinath and Srimati Tangamani Nagarajan, and his mentor, Dr. Srimati Kanak Raleigh. Vaibhav has done his BFA and MFA from Nalanda Nritya Kala Mahavidyalaya. His collaborative work in the field of theatre dance has created some milestone productions like Haravlele Pratibhimba. I hope I got that right, Vaibhav. Srimant Yogi, Nama Mhane, An Awakening, Trayantha, and She Spoke, his latest production. All these productions have received high critical acclaim and regarded as model thematic works in Bharatanatyam. Vaibhav's solo works, Debotar Grash, a work based on Tagore's poem, and Narmade Har Har, in praise of river Narmada. That is one of our thematic Natyarangam productions. Now, both these have had more than 25 performances. As a soloist, he has performed at prestigious dance festivals like the Khajuraho, the Music Academy, Sangeet Natak Academy, and Motera. Vaibhav and his ensemble have traveled and presented programs in many places in India and overseas, like Australia, UK, and Malaysia. Vaibhav is a recipient of the Natyarangam Senior Dancer Award and has also served as a faculty member in the Natya Sangraham at Tenangur. Recently, Vaibhav was honored by Abhay with the Nartaka Nipuna Award. This is the fourth thematic production by Vaibhav for Natyarangam, the earlier three being Rithu Bharatham, Bhupala Bharatham, and Upanishad Bharatham. I'm sure that today's presentation will be as sensational as his earlier three productions. We're awaiting your program, Vaibhav, and I'm sure we are going to enjoy it tremendously. Thank you.
प्रभु जी तुम दर्शन बिन मोय घड़े चैन नहीं आवड़े प्रभु जी तुम दर्शन बिन मोय घड़े चैन नहीं आवड़े प्रभु जी तुम दर्शन बिन मोय घड़े चैन नहीं आवड़े अन्न नहीं भावे नींद नावे विरह सतावे मोय अन्न नहीं आवे नींद नावे विरह सतावे मोय गायन झूमो खड़ी
Tarigadu, 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 tarigadim, tarigadu, tarigadu, tarigadim, tarigadu, tarigadu, tarigadim, dim, 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 dim. ding, taka ding, 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 taka ding, ding, taka ding, 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 taka ding, ding, taka ding, 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 मोर विराजत तक दिवि तक जुन कोकिल गावत मोर विराजत काली घटाही छाई तक 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 दिक 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 कोकिल गावत मोर विराजत काली घटाही छाई धृता तकिट तटिकिट धृमित धृमित तक धी धीता धृता तकिट तटिकिट धीत धृमित दिक धी धीता बादल गरजत बिजुरी चमकत बादल गरजत धीमे 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 बिजुरी चमकत किट जनु किट धीमे 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 किट जनु 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 ताम
अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतवर्षिणी आंतरिकिट तत्त्वं तदिगिनतों दित्तो मंडं सायद